remember that video when we went to all the effort of pouring the tablespoon of cocoa butter into a mold? Afterwards, I put them in the jar right here. See? And they ended up all sticking together. So I may or may not do this again. They actually broke up pretty well, but I did have to use a knife or something to like help nudge them along a little bit. So anyway, I am using this today in my massage bars, and it's going to take 3 ingredients. I will be using cocoa butter, coconut oil, and natural beeswax. So I melted my 3 ingredient massage bar, and I have the recipe that I'll post below, and it's really, as you can see, nice. This is great for dry skin. It almost melts in your hands. So this is the consistency I like. I'm not, the other batch I made, it was too soft, so I rebatched it and added more cocoa butter and added more of the beeswax, because I had added my coconut oil, and that made for a really soft bar, and I plan on sending these as gifts. So I wanted you to see this, because my focus for the next batch is using the same recipe and making a pain oil bar, okay? A pain massage bar. So, stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Massage bar that will have menthol flakes, eucalyptus oil, and peppermint oil, as well as 1 cup of cocoa butter, a half cup of coconut oil, and I will be using 1 cup of beeswax. Now, as you notice, I've got the 1 cup of the liquid here. I've pre-melted, but I'm not going to pre-melt the beeswax, because even if there is a little bit more than the 1 cup, it'll be great to help keep my massage bar solid. Okay, and this is the menthol crystal flakes that I'll be putting in. That all the essential oils and the menthol flakes will go in at the very end. Okay, so what I like about the coconut butter is it's a hard, brittle butter, and coconut oil is soft and it melts easily. So this recipe would not work with just coconut oil, although it will work great with all of these ingredients together. So anyway, this is what we're doing today, guys. So I'm gonna turn my burner on, and I'm only gonna put it up to boil. Get that water started and try to get everything in without spilling. Cocoa butter going in. Whoops, no big disaster. Thank goodness. Get all that good stuff out of there. Same with the coconut oil. And that's only a half cup. If I go a cup, and a cup, the massage bar is great. In fact, it's wonderful. It's luscious. But it will be too soft to scent, I'm afraid. So that's why I'm decreasing the amount of coconut oil in this recipe. I lost a little bit of my wax, but overall, it's pretty good. I'll bring you back when it's all melted. This won't take very long. Everything's starting to melt together, and that's what we're looking for, is to have all of this melted. And you can tell I was making another massage bar recipe without any of the essential oils, just a nice luscious massage bar for dry skin. And this is nice, and I've been making these probably, honestly, for about 25 years. And they always are, they're so easy to make, and they work so well. So with this, we just let it melt, and then I pour it into a mold. All the oils and the beeswax have melted. So now we're going to turn this off. And we will add, this time, the menthol flakes first. And stir it up. I'm going to use a knife. I find that to be a little bit easier. And I'm not getting my nose in there. And I use 3 tablespoons of the menthol crystals in here. Next will be 1 teaspoon of, well, actually a half a teaspoon each of the eucalyptus oil and the peppermint oil. The peppermint oil, the eucalyptus oil, and if I had it, cinnamon oil are great for pain relief. I do not have cinnamon oil. So I am going to get that prepared. Okay, I went ahead and did a half teaspoon of the eucalyptus oil and peppermint oil into this container. And that goes in here as well. So we'll see how it turns out. And I'm going to stir that up. And if there's not enough, I'll add more. Let me take a smell. Oh, it's nice. Nice and strong. So this just might be a pretty good one. We shall see. Sometimes I add more, sometimes I add less. It just depends on how strong I want my oil to be. You could add like black pepper oil to this, but I don't have any of that. So I wanted to make sure that I spill oil. It's not a good idea to spill your essential oil. That stuff can run into quite a bit of money. So, there you got it, guys. Now all that remains is to pour it into a mold. I'm letting this cool down a little bit. And I'm going to pour this into, it used to have little cakes in here. And bite-sized cakes from Swiss Colony. I got it as a Christmas gift, took the cakes out and figured this might be the perfect mold. So, I'm not sure, but maybe. So we'll see how this comes out. Now I'm playing. I've never tried this before. But we shall see if they stick or not. They shouldn't, though, I don't think. So I'm only going to do a few of these to see how well it works. Trying to hold the camera and watch what I'm doing and still let you guys see. So, and there's that much that's cooled down in my container. But none of it will go to waste. I melted down some of the residue that was in the cups and in the jar, and I got a few more containers here filled. And what's really nice about these is they're easy to remove out of the container. If these bars even last that long, you will find out that they are good for at least 8 months to a year, even if you have it in a tin and don't refrigerate it. So that they melt easily once they get warm, but they will retain and not go rancid on you. So that's another reason I really enjoy making these bars. They're a great gift to give to people you care for, and that's what I'll be doing this year. And they are firming up nicely. You can put these in the refrigerator for what, a few minutes, half hour. They'll get nice and hard. And I would recommend putting them in a tin or a glass container with a lid of some kind, because if they get soft, they just go back into being a liquid. Well, I've got just about all of them poured, except for this little bit here. And I'll just pour it in so you can see what I'm doing. And it's a messy job, but somebody's got to do it. And I love making these. Also, I will use this in my hair too. Well, at least the normal ones. But if you have like dandruff or something like that, add a little bit of this with the peppermint oil to it, because it just may help you get rid of that dandruff or dry scalp issues that you may have. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll speak soon. Like, subscribe, and share, and have an amazing Christmas holiday.